Imagine waking up one day to find out that your home, which was once in a quiet, unincorporated area, is now part of a bustling city all without your say. This was the reality for many Texans before recent changes in annexation law. Today, we're going to explore how Texas went from a system of essentially unilateral annexation to a more balanced approach that respects property owners' rights. For decades, Texas cities wielded considerable power when it came to annexation. Picture a game of Risk, where cities could expand their territories at will, often catching residents off guard. This system allowed cities to grow their tax base and control regional development, but it left many property owners feeling voiceless and frustrated. As we entered the new millennium, the tide began to turn. From the sprawling suburbs of Houston to the outskirts of San Antonio, residents started pushing back. Let me share a quick story. In the late 1990s, the city of Houston attempted to annex the Kingwood area. This move sparked intense opposition, with residents arguing that the annexation was purely a tax grab. The ensuing legal battles and public outcry became a rallying point for annexation reform across the state. The turning point came in 2017 with Senate Bill 6, sponsored by Senator Paul Betancourt. This bill was like a referee stepping into our Risk game, establishing new rules. It created a two-tier system. Tier 1 counties, under 500,000 population, kept most old rules. Tier 2 counties, over 500,000 population, now required voter approval for annexation. It mandated public hearings and increased notice requirements, giving residents a voice in the process. But the game wasn't over yet. In 2019, House Bill 347 took center stage, eliminating forced annexation across all 254 Texas counties. This was like flipping the risk board entirely. Now, cities had to ask permission before expanding their territories. So, why all this fuss about annexation? Well, it boils down to three main issues. 1. Property rights. Texans are known for their independent spirit, and many viewed forced annexation as an infringement on their freedom to choose where they live. 2. Financial concerns. Annexation often meant new taxes and fees for residents who hadn't budgeted for city services they might not even want. 3. Democratic process. There was a growing belief that people should have a say in whether their community becomes part of a city. These changes have had some fascinating ripple effects. 1. De-annexation efforts. Some areas, like parts of Kingwood, have explored de-annexation. It's like a game of municipal musical chairs. 2. City strategy shifts. Cities have had to get creative. For example, San Antonio, which once had aggressive annexation plans, now focuses more on negotiating with communities and offering incentives for voluntary annexation. 3. Improved dialogue. We're seeing more collaboration between cities and unincorporated areas. It's less Game of Thrones and more let's make a deal. In essence, the changes to Texas annexation laws reflect a broader shift in how we view urban growth and community self-determination. It's a balancing act between the needs of expanding cities and the rights of individual property owners. As we move forward, the key question becomes, how can Texas cities grow sustainably while respecting the wishes of residents in surrounding areas? The answer will likely involve more negotiation, creativity, and collaboration than ever before.